Thanks for the introduction. This has been a ton of fun, getting to know the product, and we're really excited to be rolling it out here. So a little bit about Advantiv. We're kind of a unique animal. We're a TA Associates private equity backed company. We're a roll up, and so essentially about 3 years ago, TA bought a bunch of companies and smashed them together. There was six to begin with, and then since we've acquired another eight, and we'll continue. We're only accelerating our growth through acquisitions. And so as a result, we are like a platform company. So we really have we sell specialized manufacturing software, so ERP-like systems, so highly complex, and they're very industry specific in many instances. So we have 14 businesses now combined, representing about 46, 47 products, and then even like some sub, variations on that. And so it's a pretty complex business. And what's interesting is our sellers are they come from two different worlds. One are folks that have been like engineers or really kind of came a non-traditional sales path, but really knew the industry and the product. Um, excuse me. And then we have other folks that we've brought in that are more traditional, really strong sellers, but like don't know the product and don't know the industry. And so as a result, when I joined about 6 months ago, we recognized we have a big enablement gap. And that, our industry sellers like knew the product better than anyone in the world, like knew the problems that they were solving, but they don't have traditional sales skills, right? And then on the other side, you had folks that were coming in and joining that knew the traditional sales skills, but they just didn't know the value prop. And so as a result, we've been building a lot of enablement content and really doing some trainings. But if anyone's spent time in enablement, I think the best way is just getting those at bats and those practice, those really times to practice. And it's hard to do role plays because we have such unique buyers, right? They're oftentimes owner operators. So this is someone that's like it's a family business that has been producing like meat or one of my favorites is like a mushroom farm in northeastern United States that has been in the family for 100 years, and it's now the great grandson that's running the business, right? And then you go to like these massive conglomerates that are multi-billion-dollar businesses. So to really understand their product, or sorry, their needs, they need kind of these at bats, and it's just high level, right? Like I don't want them taking all these practice swings with like our true ICP and someone that's really interested. I need them to get these kind of at bats in a safe space. So that's where, when Neil and I were chatting and he was talking to me and introduced this concept of a synthetic buyer, I just immediately saw this incredible ability to close a gap that we so desperately needed, which is I need my sellers to have a chance to be able to like really get this practice with real buyers, but without actually being in front of the buyer, because like I don't want them learning um, when it's a high stake, and our average deal size like is very high, right? Anywhere from 6 to 7 figures in most cases. We have some smaller transactional products, but for the most part, like they're big deals, and they're we don't really want to waste at bats on a new rep that's trying to learn the ropes. And so introducing a synthetic buyer, we're really excited. And just when Neil was walking us through kind of the synthetic buyer that they had built, myself and my enablement leader were just beyond excited and saw like this is going to be pretty revolutionary for our sellers to be able to kind of have a safe space to just really hone their craft and practice those sales skills, right? As we start, they come out of an enablement session and just say, hey, for those folks that are, learning the more traditional sales skills, they can go practice those and really drive them home. One, it's going to make sure that they really retain what they've learned, but then two, it starts to have a material impact on their ability to close. So that's what really has us excited about this concept of a synthetic buyer, and we're starting to, I'm really excited that we've signed with AdamX and team, and this is going to be a big part of our FY25 enablement plan. It's like really, we don't plan to roll out major learning about training without coupling it with this ability to really go and internalize it. I mean, how many times have we sat through trainings or seen our reps sit through trainings, and then it's like in one ear and out the other because they're just getting so much they're receiving so much content. So it's really that practice that's going to really reinforce and help retain that, and just give them that experience and confidence to go and win the deal, right? So really excited about AdamX. Thanks for the chance, Neil, to come and talk with you all. Sad I can't be there in the Bay Area. I'm based in Utah, and it's just cold. We don't even have snow, so it's been pretty sad and dreary. So wish I could be there with you all. So excited about this. Thanks, Neil.
Thank you, Brandon.